Do you think that skateboarding is beneficial or helpful? My bones are brittle, there's no way. As long as you don't give up, you're going to achieve that goal.
So we've all heard of folks, or maybe you even know someone, perhaps myself, maybe Al, who's had a midlife crisis.
Is she going through a midlife crisis? I don't think so.
And I love hearing Lindsay laugh. The solution is to go buy something like a red sports car. That's what one would
Red
think,
sports
right?
car,
Someone
check.
may go get fillers, other procedures
Get
to
fillers?
help them feel young again. But one expert
Should I get
saying
fillers?
there's actually a better solution. They suggest taking up skateboarding to help with the midlife blues.
She actually
They
says
say
it's a better
skateboarding
solution.
provides a serious emotional outlet for people who've experienced personal trials like losing a relationship, career problems, or the stress of being a parent.
So
oh
true.
my gosh, I love everything about this. Jeff, you know,
She says
we're
she
all
loves
in our
everything
40s.
about
Lindsay's
this.
not there yet. But Jeff, when you hit 40 or perhaps something recently, did you ever feel like that you had to start a new hobby or get a car? Have you been through a midlife crisis?
I go through my own personal crisis every day in my head. But
So she's like, when you hit 40, did you go through a midlife
I
crisis?
think this is a terrible idea. I think if you're in your 40s, moving on 50s, you take up nature. If you don't get outside, get outside.
He says
a
it's
little
a
bit more.
terrible
if you have mountains
idea.
around you, get in those mountains. If you have streams, try fishing.
He says take up
Getting
nature.
on a skateboard in your 40s is a terrible idea. Another fail for social media.
Terrible idea.
Whoa! I gotta push back.
Sam,
Do you
my
remember?
bones are as brittle as a cracker.
You can move as a cracker.
I would
Hold on.
break my-
So
I can't go skateboarding.
she
at
said,
44
bro,
years
I'm gonna
old.
push
We
back
need to
against
get you
this.
some calcium pills because your bones should not be as brittle as a cracker. That's
true.
Before you chime in, Lindsay, I want to highlight we had the most amazing woman on our show who started her. She goes by, if you go to her Instagram, Auntie Skates, and look at her. She started
Auntie Skates, I
skateboarding in her
love
40s,
Auntie
and
Skates.
She's killing the game.
Okay, I
And
had
by the
no
way,
idea
she's
that
killing
she
it.
was on
No,
here.
she's
I love
not.
Auntie
And that's
Skates.
great, Jeff. You have to be outdoors to skateboard. What do you think, Lindsay?
Like, I don't think, you know what my problem is? I feel like I don't know what is considered midlife, but I want to say if somebody is like 50, which the characters are, to bring it back to Sex in the City, like we always talk about on the show, they make them feel so old. And I had this conversation with my mom, like, why are all of them having like discussing being old every single episode?
First question,
getting, like,
what's a
hip
midlife?
replacement surgery? It's
40
like,
or
not
50?
everybody who just
Or
turned
30?
50 is having that experience. Some people are skateboarding, some people are having fun. Will Smith, skydived in the Grand Canyon when he turned 50.
That's what old
so
people
it's just
do,
like,
Lindsay.
all right, already.
I think
I'm just saying.
George Bush did
I
that
don't
when he
think
was
that
99.
everyone needs to. Well, that's what I mean. It's better than like. I feel like Jeff is like, oh well, just take up going outdoors for a walk. Like
Boring.
people are not like unable to
Thank
participate
you.
in activities.
Look,
When they're-
people
Just
might
go
not-
shark diving. Swim with sharks. Why not? What the hell? Go feed a wild bear.
This guy
Go
is
for it.
so
I know
angry.
what you do in your life. Go.
He's like, it's a terrible idea.
Actually tried
May as well
this.
swim
Al,
with
I don't know why
sharks.
you act like this. Al and I have something in
Swimming with
common.
sharks and
We both
skateboarding is
jumped
not
off
the
a
same.
building in Las Vegas at separate times in our lives. We jumped off the stratosphere, and that's ridiculous that you did that, and that wasn't a midlife crisis.
I'll tell you this. I think that just the term midlife crisis is erroneous to begin with, because there was like, oh, you go buy a sports car when you're 50. I'm like, that's when you can afford it. I'm sorry, I'm not a 21-year-old YouTuber that's got $50 million. It took me 30 years to buy this. So everybody that's like being called a midlife crisis, go get your drop-top Corvette that you worked your butt off your whole life for. Enjoy it.
Or go
Stop with the
skateboard.
skateboard.
I'm gonna start
Anybody
skateboarding
50 and
again.
older, you better take it to the pool.
What?
Go to the pool. That's the exercise in the pool. Everything's in the pool. That's all. That's how you exercise now. Keep your joints together.
Oh my God, you sound so old.
The girl in there is really into the skateboarding. She's like fully supporting and pushing back against everybody else who's saying, don't skateboard, do not do it. But I want to know what you guys think. Do you guys think 40 or 50 is the midlife crisis era? And do you think that skateboarding is beneficial or helpful? I'd love to hear it. So what they're saying in there, the one guy was like, my bones are brittle, there's no way, totally scared. It's funny, the girl is saying this is a really good idea, and then the guy was saying, terrible idea. You should go find nature, go be next to a brook, go hang out at a pond, but you do not need skateboarding. I think they're going on the factor of like, oh, it's dangerous. But there's another study, check this out. This is from this article called Changing America from The Hill. New study says you can fight midlife crisis and find spiritual meaning with skateboarding. Skateboarding in middle age can help combat depression and stress according to new research. Okay, so I completely agree with this. I think it is so vital to get outside to continue exercise, especially after you turn 40. You can, yes, feel like your bones are brittle and you can be scared, but if you work your body and you exercise, your bones are going to be strong. In fact, there's another study that I just read recently where if you put a lot of weight resistance and doing things like jump roping, your bone density increases and your life expectancy shoots up. So that means you're skateboarding, you're healthier, and you're going to live longer, and you're going to be more fit. Okay, a study of 30 middle-aged skateboarders in Hong Kong. I also wonder what middle age means. It just says 30 middle-aged skateboarders in Hong Kong and the UK found that many adults who pick up the sport find spiritual meaning in it. Skateboarding also gives adults a sense of community and a unique and creative avenue of self-expression. I completely agree. You get on your skateboard, you master the basics, you first are going to learn how to ride, then you're going to learn how to do some tricks. As long as you get through those basic tricks, or even some of those basic tricks, from there forward, you can put your own style, your own creative vibe, you can pick your own spots, your own board, your own clothing style. There's so much self-expression, it's awesome. And the thing about skateboarding is the community, it does come together, because it doesn't matter what race, color, religion, creed, doesn't matter what you believe in, skateboarding is for everyone, and they come together because it's just like that idea. The word kickflip, or the trick of a kickflip, it's the same thing in every language. You see the kickflip? It doesn't matter where the person's from, and they don't even speak your language, you're like, oh, that was sick. And everybody understands, oh, that was good, and everybody's stoked, right? Okay, skateboarding can help those in middle age better cope with depression and stress, new research has found. So when you get out on your board and you have your attention on that board, maybe you had a stressful day at work and then you got out and you started pushing, you're learning some tricks, your attention instantly has to go to focusing on that trick and not on your stressful day or something that somebody said to you at work or whatever is causing you stress. You're going to naturally get your headspace out of that environment and onto that board right there. And it's good that there's a little bit of a fear factor, because you're gonna have to use that fear factor to pull your attention out of whatever stress you're in, and that's gonna help you. It's gonna make you feel better. And then especially when you push through and you land that new trick, you're gonna be super stoked. Okay, so it says skateboarding can help those in middle age better cope with depression and stress, new research has found. It also provides an outlet for older generations to bond with younger family members and loved ones. I see this a lot. In fact, a lot of the people that I teach on the Braille Skateboarding Academy are dads that are bonding with their kids over learning how to ride a skateboard. The dad's learning how to do ollies, the kids learning how to skate a ramp, and they send in their videos and they ask me questions. Hey Aaron, what about this? We're trying this, what do you suggest? And I say, you need more speed, you need less speed, and you need to learn your ollies, go back and do this practice step, watch this video, and I can help them through it, which is super awesome. In a study of 30 middle-aged skateboarders in Hong Kong and the UK, Paul O'Connor, a sociologist at the University of Exeter in England, found that skateboarding can take on a spiritual meaning for older people who first pick up the sport. So leave it in the comments right now. How old are you and what got you started into skateboarding? I'm doing my own personal research project because I'm on this huge push to get new people into skateboarding. This is going to take every single one of us working together, because we have got to take this sport of skateboarding and grow it. It is important. If somebody doesn't take this on, I do not know what the future is looking like for skateboarding, so it's time to get new skateboarders involved. The nature of skateboarding celebrates failures, like when someone falls off their board. As part of growth, O'Connor wrote in a recent report published in September in the book Lifestyle, Sports, and Identities. Okay, it is important to be able to fall down, get back up, fall down, get back up, and continue. So I love skateboarding for that, because if you're gonna learn how to kickflip, it's gonna take 99 failed attempts for one land, or 999 failed attempts for one land, depending on how well you learn those earlier tricks. But you really, really learn that you can just continue to fail, and no matter what, you will push through, and then at the end of that, you're gonna make it. It reminds me of that meme where the guy is like cutting through the dirt, and then there's diamonds. And right before the diamonds, he gave up. But then there's the other guy who just didn't give up. Yes, it's gonna take a long time. Yes, it's hard. Skateboarding is really, really hard. But just like getting the best job, getting the girl, marrying the one that you wanted, you're gonna have to keep persisting and push through no matter what. And eventually, as long as you don't give up, you're going to achieve that goal. It says skateboarding provides a serious emotional outlet for people who have experienced personal trials in the collapse of long-term relationships, career challenges, parental and substance abuse. He wrote, it also provides access to community and an avenue of self-expression. According to O'Connor, on more than one occasion he saw grown men fighting back tears when asked what skateboarding meant to them. It is so, so true. In fact, I'd love to make a compilation video of what skateboarding means to you. Maybe I should make a new form on the website where you can submit your video of what skateboarding means to you, and you can tell us, and then we can make a whole part. This would be a good way that we can help push the positivity and help to grow skateboarding through the community. Also, any other ideas you guys have, please leave them in the comments below. I super appreciate it. For those I spoke to, skateboarding is more than about looking after physical health, he wrote. Indeed, the notion of sport was regarded with caution to them. Skateboarding seemed to mean more. It's true, even the idea of calling skateboarding a sport, even though I do that, it is so much more than a sport. It's a lifestyle, it's a creative outlet, it's a way to bond with the community and with the younger generation. It's an awesome way to just come together over how you're learning how to do all of these tricks and the trials and tribulations of that, which is a beautiful thing when you push through and you land those tricks. For some, their passion for skateboarding was either sparked or rekindled by their children, altering their relationship with the sport. Like I said, this is another huge thing I keep seeing a lot of. 30, 40-year-olds learning to skate with their kids, which is awesome. I absolutely think it's awesome, and I think it's a really great father or mother who can go out with their kid and share the passion that their kid has. Their kid wants to learn how to skate, so they're like, you know, I've never thought about skateboarding before, let's do it. Or maybe it's the other way around, and the dad or the mom wants to learn how to skate, and then they're like, oh, okay, let's take the kid and let's teach him too. Such a good idea. Still, some experts advise against picking up a skateboard at all. The first-time skaters account for a third of those who visit emergency room, according to the University of Pittsburgh Medical Center. Okay, so this is another point. This is a point that I've been pushing on for years and years and years. Skateboarding is very safe if you have the correct gear, the correct protective gear. That means you're gonna wear a helmet, elbow pads, knee pads, wrist guards, and you're gonna have a proper skateboard to learn on. This is why at Braille Skateboarding we push the best beginner complete and get the helmet, and we have a whole package together that has all of the things you need. If you have that and you go and you learn how to skateboard on the flat ground using one of my tutorials that teaches you how to bend your knees, you're completely safe. You're completely safe until you build up yourself to be able to get it. If you go to a skate park and you think, well, it's my first day, I'm gonna drop in, I don't have a helmet, elbow pads, and knee pads, you're literally asking for it. Yes, that is dangerous. You do not need to do that. In fact, please, please, please don't do that. But if you learn to skate correctly, on the correct gradient of all the tricks in the proper order, which is something I've been pushing on for the last 15 years, you will not only be safe, but you're gonna have fun learning on your skateboard, and you're gonna keep going and doing it. Others recommend skaters, particularly older ones, be cognizant of their limitations and prioritize their physical health above all else. Completely agreed. Don't try a trick until you're ready for it. This is part of why skateboarding is so hard. There's hundreds of different variations of the tricks, which multiply into thousands of different tricks when you take in all of the different ways you can do them, all the different stances, etc. And it's very confusing. I'm trying to take this confusion out and build the world's largest skateboard resource that has every trick in the proper order on the correct gradient so that you can learn it the proper way the first time in a safe manner that gets you and anyone you want to skate with on that board having an absolute blast. So this is the whole purpose of Braille Skateboarding. This is something I've been working on perfecting, and will constantly be perfecting from here to the rest of my life. I've been working on this for the last 15 plus years, and we still have a lot of work to do. And I appreciate all of your guys' help who's also helping me with these things and giving me good feedback. Professional skateboarder Tony Hawk, who is 53 in March, said he had performed his last Ollie 540, telling his followers on Instagram that his willingness to slam unexpectedly onto the flat bottom has waned greatly over the last decade. I completely agree. I'm in this sort of funny space myself with skateboarding. I'm 41 years old. I watch the video parts that I used to put out and I think, man, some of these tricks I'll probably never do. I'm not as good as I was. If I were to set out to film a video part right now, which I probably should do because it would just be me pushing myself to the next limit, it would be healthy for me, but it's a little bit depressing in that I just used to be able to go and do all these tricks first try, and I'm just not where I was anymore. I need to build my physical health back up. I need to push myself on my skateboard as much as I was prior, but a 41-year-old body is not the same as a 16 or a 20-year-old or even a 28-year-old body. I mean, even in my 30s, I felt so much better. But that's why us in our 40s, we need to keep going on the skateboard. Because like I said, you get that weight resistance, you get that muscle, you're working out your muscles, and your bones are actually getting more dense and stronger just because you're getting out there and pushing yourself on your skateboard. So I want to tell you guys, if you're going through a midlife crisis, I completely get it. It is a rough world out there. I highly recommend starting skateboarding. I not only think it can help you, but I know if you put in 10 minutes a day and you push yourself to learn in the proper tricks in the proper way, it can completely change your life. So get a skateboard, go out there and ride it and have an absolute blast. I hope this video helped at least one person out there and that you guys keep on pushing and having a great time on your skateboard. We'll see you in the next video.